Okay, welcome to another run of Civ 7. This is patch 3 edition. They're making these patches fast and fierce, and this is actually really cool because patch 3 makes it so that one of my main concerns, putting in specialists, is addressed because the specialists don't get removed when age transitioning now, making specialists a lot better. So, expect to see specialists built in the Antiquity Age. As usual, we go random with no mementos because we can take on Deity with no mementos. Mementos are small buffs that you can have. They're actually not small, they're pretty significant. So it's time for a Deity quick speed, because then we can do it in 2 videos, possibly even 1. And let's roll.
A new banner unfurls, emblazoned with triumphal laurels. Rome seeks its champions.
Interesting. Catherine the Great leads Rome. Let's take a quick little research into what Catherine is. +2 culture per age on displayed great works. Buildings with great work slots gain an additional slot. Cities settled in tundra gain science equal to 25% of their culture per turn. Okay, so clearly incentive to settle in tundra, and it starts me off in tundra. Very nice. And Rome. +1 culture on districts in the capital. And city centers in towns. So that is synergy. You get, I guess, 0.25 science towards that culture. You got legions, which reward you for having culture, civics. The legatus, which is a really good commander. Let me look at Catherine again. Okay, great. We've got not a lot of economic resources, but that is 3 iron nearby. We might see me try to take advantage of some other civ here. Roll them over with legions. Alright, so since you want to end on these... I was gonna say, since you want to end on these, you want to do this and then the search button. But I went to a wet spot. Should have gone upright. Let's see... I'll go for fast writing, which I feel like is my default now. That's... Although, now that I think about it, perhaps my default should be fast irrigation. Because I value food so much more. Camps and woodcutters, clay pits, mines, and quarries. I'll go pottery. Looks like there is stuff about. Another scout. Early on, I'm gonna put a ton of value onto food spots. There's only one place with food, but at least there's one place. It's gonna be tricky. We're basically looking for flat tundra in order to be able to build farms. There's one down there. So probably... we're going to have to pull the following off. No. Yes. I was gonna think, like, I need to build the granary here so I can build that here, but... it's too slow, so to say. it won't be too slow. It'll get done. I'll eventually get one there. It's fine. Shepherds have found the cave perfect for aging various cheeses. Sample the cheese, 20 science, 13 food. Alright, nice start. We love food early. This is such a sad tile. No, okay, this is at least a 2 food tile. Clay pit. I'm supposed to get an advantage with potteries on these, right? +1 production. Okay. Do a move, do a scout, search.
All are made of clay.
Move, a search. I'm on the very south of the map. So option 1, go riding. Gets me to library, but I'd much rather have gardens faster. Although, perhaps this is not a... Perhaps it comes down to, what do I have the terrain better for? There's resources, which libraries like to be built next to. And for garden, there is no water nearby. So, not much to garden. So perhaps this is actually a riding angle. Perhaps. Still working out my early builds. And I want to build the granary here so that I can build a farm here. Someday. Since farms are just the best early, I think. Also, we'd like to get all 6 of our places next to the capital surrounded, ideally, with buildings. Since there's a small bonus for that. If we're doing that, then that means this is obviously the library spot. And then these other 5 look like there's no particularly good synergies. So just build whatever's on these 5 spots. Okay, this is interesting. Is this a civilized Lycian? They're friendly. $115 to be a friend. Seems like a good action to take. In Catherine's cold lands, aesthetics are a source of warmth. Pursue these notions of refinement. Create a trade route to get 25% production towards training merchants in all settlements. I'm generally not a big mercantile player. Embrace traditional tales, build a library and a monument. So we'll do this one. Always choose the quests, because quests are cool. Someday after I figure it out of the quests, we can start not doing all the quests. A small band of soldiers, canny engineers among them, has fled. Find work. 20 science, 6 production, 50 happiness. Science. Good old Xerxes. I'm super south. How can Xerxes be that close? That's concerning. Let's see about these Roman civics. Base yield 4 gold. Influence for each adjacent culture constructible. +2 gold in the capital for every town you own. Legatus gains Bulwark. I remember Rome as being particularly good because of the double settlement limit plus, which is one of the main reasons you want to get Civics for plus settlement limit. So these are good, though not necessarily right away. The +4 gold is pretty tempting. And then +2 gold in the capital for every town you own for free. So that is pretty tempting. I think I want to get Discipline to get a free army commander, and then go from there. We always choose Oligarchy because every other choice is trolling, right? Pretty much. Food is so good early. Get the food. Representatives from the independent village of Sugunia have expressed concerns over a nearby mercenary camp. They merely wish to rest, but the flag they fly is suspicious. Improve relationship with Sugunia for 1 turn of happiness, or leave the mercenaries for 33 gold. I'm interested in seeing what this improved relationship with Sugunia does. The mercenaries' presence is no more welcome in Roma, but at least Sugunia is relieved. Ah, here's Sugunia. So our relationship should be friendly now, right? Hostile. What was the point? My 33 gold! Settler. Oh, I haven't seen you around yet. Tecumseh. Oh, and I'm also, Catherine, who has excellent research and culture options. It is a little bit tempting to send out the science or culture, but I also want to spend I think I want to spend the influence on befriending independence as a priority over getting culture or science. And I don't know if I'm just role-playing because of the option, but I kind of want to befriend these guys too. It did imply that my relationship with them got better, right? So they should be easier to befriend or something? Or maybe I'll get something. I will scout them. Or I was going to before I found treasure. This place of respite has sheltered countless travelers. Plus 30 influence, plus 33 happiness, and 20 culture. Influence, and that's enough influence to influence Arna. or to influence this one if I feel like role-playing. How good of a city did Arna place? It's within range of this. It's got fresh water. It's within range of the wool. So it has 2 resources. It does have one spot that is adjacent to 2 of these. It's got the coastal adjacency. It's a decent city. I might just befriend and then induct it. But do I go for Sugunia since that's what the quest gave me? They're in a completely unknown area. But I want to know what happens when I did the event that encourages me to befriend them. So I'm gonna befriend them. Oh, interesting. So it looks like it did have some impact. It starts me off at 6 out of 40. So I guess that's 3 turns faster. So that's something.
The spoken word conquers all thought.
So I guess the lesson learned here is take the 33 bucks. The Witch of Thessaly, a famous young poet, composes a work about Roman history and pens a gory chapter about a necromantic witch. Tone it down, 16 culture. Tone it down, buddy. Tone it down. And I believe I should be taking writing 2 for the codex. Not building anything yet. We just want the extra resources. Extra science in this case. I haven't decided on where to settle at all. So if I plan to take this, I want to settle in Tundra ideally. Somewhere over here gains access to all these goods. And it's on Tundra. I mean, that's pretty much good enough. The resources aren't great, but it is Tundra. And Tundra is what I'm all about, I believe.
Do nothing which is
Plus 2 gold in all settlements is a decent technology, civic.
one of the most spectacular, complex, but fragile
Oh.
ecosystems in the world.
Plus 2 science on adjacent marine terrain. Okay, interesting. Might be able to settle on Tundra near there. Everyone knows the life of the Great Barrier Reef formed about due to exceptionally low temperatures. These yields, they make me sad. Where's the food? 1, 2. Those 2 spots are food spots. Alright, I'll take the iron. Nice. +2 influence per turn. Thank you for including me in your plans. Getting to know an ally creates a monumental shift in the people's understanding of themselves. The larger effects on Empire remain to be seen, but change will be a constant. +1 influence in all settlements. +16 influence. So this pays for itself in currently with 2 settlements, 8 turns. That's the quickest payoff I've ever seen. That's a really good one. +2 influence a turn. Going to be 3. Segunia is friendly. Okay, so if I imagine that I will be, at some point, bringing Segunia into the fold, then Segunia is capturing that salt. Roma already has control of these goods. This has a fish. Fish is good. Coastal pearls is okay. I want to go on, ideally, tundra. Ideally with freshwater, but there's no freshwater to be had here. So it looks like perhaps here, which gets the salt, but perhaps here, which gets the pearls. And expanding this way gets me access to more food. When other civs would offer me these plus science and culture things, I would usually take them, but now I see maybe I should be saving them for befriending independence. Alright, great early brickyard to double up and make a district a quarter where you have 2 buildings, and then you get +1/+1.
The spoken word conquers all thought.
Gets me a codex, which basically the codex is now it's like 20% of my science. Or rather, that hasn't been added yet. There we go. It refreshes after you click on someone. Where was I? I think the codex also got me culture because I'm Catherine. +2 culture per age on displayed great works. Cities settled in tundra gain science equal to 25% of their culture. I wonder if the great work applies to the city. It probably does, which means I also get 0.25 science off of the culture. 0.5. Catherine scales. Looks like what I'm going to be building down here is going to be a town. A sailing town with fishing boats. And independent. If I think the spot is in a remotely okay spot, it is. So let's start set all the way over here.
There is another world, but it is in this one.
+2 culture on the palace. This is arguably better. Not even arguing, it's better because I have usually I unslot this one, but this one's worth 2 culture and 0.5 science. And that is probably outscales that. Probably. I said this was a town, but I'm like right here and I'm thinking, let's see, I'm Rome. +1 culture on districts in the capital and city centers and towns. Okay, so whatever I build in the city center will be worth +1 culture. Just last second hesitation on building here because it doesn't actually use Catherine's tundra bonus at all. If I just plan to build a generic like fishing town. But that's still probably fun. But there are no reefs here. Basically, I think I got baited because it was tundra. I'm not entirely sure I want to actually go here. It's even doesn't have access to fresh water. What was I thinking? Alright, I think we will just not do that and go this way. It's a good thing my Legatus just happened to be scouting around the area. Otherwise, I guess I could have blind settled and then not paid attention and been like, oh yeah, that wasn't that great a settlement. So I want to buy a greenery here next turn. Yes. Xerxes accept. But not support, notably. Okay, take a moment and look to see if there's... Okay, +2 food in all settlements. We want that. Basically, looking ahead to see if I want any of this stuff. As usual, it's not really important. It's not great. I think I go into Roman civics after this, and I have to remember that in Roman civics I get a lot of city limit. Interesting, only 2 have been taken so far. Usually there's more taken by now. I believe I want Goddess of the Harvest because I value food so much early, and they're all food. So yes, Goddess of the Harvest. Although I am the person who likes culture, and I almost never get to pick Goddess of Festivals. +1 culture on quarters in settlement with an altar. So each one of those is also 0.25 science. I usually value culture a lot lower than science. Not a lot lower. Significantly lower. But... let's see, is the only bonus... I mean, only bonus... 25%. No, it's also cities. In Tundra. I think I should be going for Goddess of the Harvest. If I naturally focus on building farms, Goddess of the Harvest must naturally be best. A chance to build an altar immediately, or a library. I can replace the clay pit, which will get me more farms, which will make the altar worth more than the library. By the time it finishes. Yep. So I'm emphasizing food a lot here. Emissaries from Segunia. Roman Empire deserves all glory and respect. 16 culture. These things usually I get, and I'm like, oh, that's nothing. But get them early enough, and they're actually something. Salt plus 20% production towards units. Not planning on building units anytime soon. Plus 3 production. That's good. The tile isn't very good for this town, but the resource is good for the city. So I'm going to say worth. Definitely move it, though. Because 3 production is a lot better than the 3 gold that the town would be getting for it. Okay, so, settler. Try number 2 on where it goes. So I'm eventually taking this city, which has claim to that silver tile. Looks like I'm going to be settling on non-tundra, unless I go over here. Surprised, honestly, that I didn't decide to go there in the first place. I think I just went for the symmetry of one settlement to the right, one settlement to the left, without really thinking too hard about it. But now that I think hard about it, harder. At the very least, this place has gypsum and wine. Not that... Well, that wine is already gotten by Arna, which I'm getting. Looks like wherever I settle, it's going to be in Xerxes' face. That may have been why I avoided going north, but... We've got to get some land up here. There's not enough land down here. It might just look like not a lot of land because I'm counting the city-states as my land already.
There is another world. The fair breeze blew.
Okay, Calvin. Cotton. This place is looking better and better. "16 culture. So I grab this into plus 2 gold in the capital for every town I own, for just some minor gold. I grab these for 2 settlement limit, which might be just bringing these guys in. Bath, placed on river. Do I go straight for Bath, or do I do this useless saw pit thing? Life sure is a lot easier when you befriend your neighbors. +1 settlement limit on irrigation. I always forget about that early +1. So there's another spot I can settle pretty fast. Winery hasn't operated. Claim the wine, 50 gold, 10 production. The production is going towards altar. 50 gold is a good amount of gold. I think I can buy a settler with that amount of gold. 240. Buy the settler, have it go this way. Seems good. Usually I use the money to buy units, but what if I just bought a settler? Also, this place grows in 11 turns, but if it grew faster, I could grab this. Then I'd get a 20% discount on the settler. But that seems too slow, so I'll just buy it. Into the unknown with the settler. Isabella. So, Isabella right next to Tecumseh.
Yo soy Doña Isabel, monarca de estos reinos.
The queen is always right.
La reina acierta a decir siempre. La reina es...
I have it going there, but if I settle here, no, it's silly to. No. I was like thinking about settling non-fresh just for a silly sheep. But why there? Why not where I stand? Oh, this is actually tundra right here. It didn't look like tundra, but that's tundra. That's probably right on the border. Well, that's really good that I get to get on a tundra spot. The message of the goddess of the harvest, bolts. Spreads with the hunger of a devouring fire. Is it the cleansing flame of purification or the inferno of persecution? The vision stirs about what form the faith should take. People should worship as they like. Strict obeisance. Strict obeisance. Culture is better than happiness. Influence is better than happiness. Oh, I was like, how did I just get all that vision? Segunia is now mine. Helpful. Thanks for the assist. +2 science on adjacent marine terrain. This is probably good enough to have 2 cities next to it. They're kind of better towns because they also do science. Let's see, so option 1, if I want fresh water, I take this spot. Option 2, if I don't want fresh water, I take this spot. I get a gypsum, which is good. I get dyes, which are whatever. If I grab this spot, that does have fresh water, and it has full access to the Great Barrier Reef, then I can skip a city here. Okay, I think we just go for a really cool town or city here. I haven't decided yet. But town would make sense because we just want to fish a lot. We'll see. So I'm actually this is the first time that I've played with a double suzerain to begin with. So maybe these per suzerains are good. Receive a free civic when you become a suzerain of a city-state, including this one. So that would give me 2. Plus 10% production towards constructing wonders. Or the megalith. 2 culture. Plus 1 food for each... I mean, I am the person who likes culture, so... Megalith seems good. It looks like it doesn't even require a whatchamacallit. It doesn't require standing next to each other. So that's just +2 culture, +1 food. That seems quite strong. Wow, +2, +2. And you know how much I value food. Okay, libraries go here, resources.
The caged bird. What?
This opening of befriending your nearby city-states seems so much better than what I've been doing before. Okay, note to self to move this to a non-capital shortly. Incorporate 161. I guess the slight annoyance, which I just have to kind of pretend that these resources aren't here, is that this, if I were to place this, it would have been like 1 to the left and I could get these resources. But don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I think as long as you ignore those things, it's like, oh yeah, great city-state, good job. It generates an additional 15 food per turn while the diplomatic action is active. I've always thought that this sounded insane too. Like 21 influence in order to generate 150 or 6 turns. 90 food. That's a really good ratio. So I feel like I should just promote growth right now. And then at the time that I take it, it'll be like all fat and good. So just promote growth. Cool. Yes, irrigation. I'm about to get another settlement. But I'm about to get another 2 settlements. But fortunately, I'm Rome.
Avoid any specific discussion of public policy at public meetings.
+2 culture to monuments for every city-state you are suzerain of. Receive a free civic when you become suzerain of a city-state, including this one. Oh, is this... Oh, they're both cultural, so that's why I only got megalith once. So law order, I should have chosen a different one first. Like maybe a free civic, but free civic is kind of weak. So basically, I can get +4 culture to monuments, which is synergetic with me because +4 culture to monuments is a full science. Sure. So I guess monuments are now very good. And we will feed with promote growth. These city-states are so strong. Levy unit. The influence cost, permanently take control of it, equal to its production cost. It seems pricey, 40 bucks for a warrior. But it is 80 gold for a warrior, isn't it? And I buy that all the time. So all 40 influence for a warrior, now that I think about it, is actually a pretty good deal. I can even have slingers right now. Oh, unhappy. +2 science on adjacent marine terrain. Isn't this marine terrain? Where's my +2 science? Yep, don't really know what it is, but maybe I'll figure it out when I click an adjacent marine terrain, and then it shows up with 2 signs. The other one, the one that treats tropical ones, does show it. Take a moment, see if Xerxes is approaching here to conquer me. I wonder if my city-states will come to my aid if I get declared on. Yes, they will. I experienced that. So that's nice. This is the lightest that I've ever run on military, but when you befriend your 2 neighboring city-states, I feel all nice and warm and fuzzy. Although, with all this vision, they're just escorting that settler, right? Yeah, surely. Oh, since it looks like he's beelining right here, we'll have this settlement go this way. Oh, hey, this is actually worth it. +3 per turn in towns for both leaders. I have 3 towns, that's +9 food per turn. I believe this is 10 turns, that's 90 food. For 40, that's worth it. What a bargain. Speaking of food, I need to make sure to promote growth every single time. Then when I can take it over, it'll be so nice and fat. Four seemed like a large number of food. But I guess that's just how it is now. Alright, I should definitely build some military. Definitely looks like there's units all around, but I just want to build these cool megaliths. They're so cool.
Avoid any specific discussion of public policy at public meeting.
Oh, a campfire. A hunter. An ingenious new portable trap. Set traps. Plus 22, plus 20 science, 13 food, plus 30 culture. Science.
The essence of
And food. I think I have a decent number of mines and cores. Yeah. Wow, look at that megalith. 6 food, 2 culture. Every single spot that I build could be a megalith. But I surely need to actually calm down for a second and build the military, right? I can build the Hanging Gardens. The Hanging Gardens are so good. I'd probably build it here. Yeah, that's adjacent to a few spots I'd want to build things, and to the other side also. I would rather not die. How can I die? I've got all these city-states looking after me. Pretty sure this city is about to be like the biggest ever. Isabella from friendly to neutral. Likes civilizations that don't have natural wonders in their borders. Dislikes those that do have natural wonders in their borders. Oops. I think I continued to promote growth. Oh, it costs more and more, doesn't it? This is still worth it. 21. I think it's 1 more expensive. Promote growth, 21. $21 for 90 is a fantastic deal. Oh my god, look at these settlers from Xerxes. I should have bought a greenery here much earlier, but I will do it now. I should consider the megaliths in that since there's going to be natural rural things over here, these should not be built over. So my granary, I guess I can build it out this way. Yeah, I kind of wanted to overbuild one of these so that I could take land before the settlers get here, but I'll just do this. I consider the 3-spot minimum, you can totally fit in something over here still. And then I will welcome him with open arms, I suppose. I thought I'd actually grab some land over there. Okay, let's grab as much land over on that side as I could. There's people coming in from this way. Considering supporting just to make Isabella like me more. Isabella is not really that big a deal. I'll just accept. But I had a thought. Basically, I think optimally, I continue to promote growth in these until near the end of the game, and then I incorporate. And then those will be huge. Which does mean I have room for 2 more settlements soon. I think ideally I grab something over here, but I can see there's a mad settler rush going that way. And ideally something over here. That will probably annoy Xerxes. It's the classic. Xerxes wants to settle down here when he could easily have land over here. But it's tastier because it's mine. Somewhere over here does look like a pretty good settle. He won't like it, but... Oh, just doesn't deliver currently, it looks like. Isabella, now friendly. The agenda of Tecumseh. Changed our relationship. Likes leaders that leave independent powers alone. Dislikes those that disperse independent powers. That's very good for me. He has it twice. Does that matter twice as much?
He was the first to construct a wall, 80 miles in length.
Okay, the monument is big for me. New citizen in 6 turns. I need to remember to build a building here so I can build a fishing quay here. And over here, I should consider building a granary, buying a granary here so I can, I guess, not be working this pretty bad tile.
It is easier to find men who will volunteer to die.
These cities are so big already. 6. Okay, so I just got up to 4 settlement. This will get me up to 5 settlement. Definitely gotta keep my eye on this Xerxes guy. But if he were to get into a war with me, I'm like looking at all this movement and I'm just nervous. Alright. Excellent settlement. I wonder if he can get one in the middle here for me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The center, hopefully there's no room for one. Brilliant place for a city. Settled too close to another civilization's capital. No kidding. I got 60 influence because he settled too close to another player's capital. Oh, that might actually be worth it. Now, this is good to beeline directly this way.
He was the first to construct a wall.
I think I'll try to build barracks before building Bath and Market, since building the production, increasing thing, is best before building the things. Okay, promote growth done. Let's continue promoting growth. Grow, my city-states, grow! Okay, so this just grew 167 in order to change the city, so I'll do that next turn.
The canal water gushes from above into the gardens. Fragrance pervades the walkways. Streams of water as numerous as the stars of heaven flow in the pleasure garden.
Ah, beautiful hanging gardens. Beautiful tundra hanging gardens. It's a shame that these won't work for my city-states. That does remind me, though, that... Okay, so first of all, there's a war going on. Xerxes on Isabella. It's good for me. I see they've got immortals. Those look scary. Level 2 immortal. An infantry unit heals 15 after defeating an enemy unit. Okay, so not really much better than the normal infantry. Who declared on who? Xerxes on Isabella. And I saw most of Xerxes' troops were over here. So I guess they're going to be marching from here up to here. Ah, my farms are making 5 food. That's awesome. Oh, it's because of oligarchy. So I had been looking into how many citizens before I stop valuing food. When you consider that each of these buildings is adding 4 population, I'm therefore at 9 citizens, so I should therefore still be valuing food pretty highly. I think I am still working out exactly when I'd like to drop that off, but like 12 real citizens, basically non-building citizens, I think. I start consider maybe specialists and other good talents. Which is to say, I should grab this 5 food tile. Oh, that is a 4. That's a iron. Also, I see so many settlers around here that it gets me nervous, but I know that I settled these guys close enough that I don't think it'll... Yeah, that's not in danger. I should just take the 5 food spot and be happy. Plus, taking this adds 1 food to this. 20% food. So much food. Plus 5% production towards military units in the capital for every town. I think the game is really trying to encourage me to build some units here. I just finished building a wonder. I was about to build this monument. The monument is so good, though. They just went to war. I can keep simming. Yes. Where was I? Social policies. We can have toolmaking instead of training silly military units. The monument, I believe, gives me 9 culture, which is a lot of culture. Oh, man. It's so coincidental that it just had me click on faster settler. I need a settler. Damage in the area is severe. But it looks like none of my stuff broke. Okay. I didn't convert to city. I should, but I also really want to buy fishing quay here. This is probably somehow even better. This fishing... Wait. Oh, these aren't fishing boats. Okay, then that is actually completely useless. Okay, 5... 5 production here. Everything's on food right now. So we should start with saw pit. Take a moment to look at where my buildings are going to be. I mentioned that this is going to be where the megaliths are. But this is also where I should be building my resource adjacent buildings. I built hanging gardens over here to encourage buildings here and here. But that might not be that important. I think, yeah, we get the resource adjacent building there still. This is a granary, this is the unimportant building. The capital also is unimportant right now. I should probably build something in here. I believe Rome gave something to me for doing so. +1 culture on districts in the capital and city centers in towns. Oh, I think that's just one. It's probably just one culture. That does look like 2 versus the 1 here. Oh, but it was I. Districts in the capital, city centers, and towns. Okay, so more town favored. So in short, I build this saw pit in the most useless spot. Here looks fun. Ah! How do I feel about this city, in terms of do I want it? Question 1, does it have fresh water? No. So this is the Tecumseh. Xerxes is at war with 2 people. It's at a time like this that it's the best opportunity to take a free stab at Xerxes. And I think I'll do that as soon as I build my monument. The monument is so big, I surely have to build it.
Those who steal from
Promote growth has completed. Eat some more.
Huh.
13 turns, I get another settlement limit. So I was definitely thinking about building a settler over here. But I guess not anymore. Or possibly still think about one over here. Camels is going to be taken. So this settler is going this way. One more settler. This way? I think there's somehow still room despite this checkerboard city situation we have here. Okay, so here I wanted to have access to the gypsum. So, looking at one of these 4 spots. Don't think it really matters much which one of these 4 spots I take. I think bottom left is just the slightly safer then. Okay, There's just a few problems here and there right now. The main problem is
he heard these horrors.
I guess combat readiness. I mean, this is a really good situation for me to be in right now. We're just chilling, we're simming. Everyone's ganging up on Xerxes. I think ideally I have Xerxes thrive. The best possible outcome is I march over here and take the capital, which I'm not ready to do.
A vapor like an oven's fire boiled up for days from the depths of the sea. And
There.
how
8 culture? What is this brokenness? Is this a 4 tile or a 3 tile? Or a 6 tile? I wanna see, I wanna see. Oh, Isabella doubles it, that's why. Yes, that makes sense. So it's just 4 culture normally, which is actually not that great. So it looks impressive, but isn't actually that good. Okay, get the production up first. I keep trying to assign that silk. Quarry. Friendly to helpful. Xerxes settled too close to another civilization's Haran over there. That's just about where I was going. Okay. That seems to be my target. I think that means I don't have to build another cellar. Oh, that's so far away, but... Okay, think about it. Where else would I settle over here? There's that spot at the bottom that I considered at the beginning, but it's still not very good. I almost got reined in by the fish. Okay, I think I just take this settle and I don't build another settle. One, two, three. So I'd like to build 3 away from the fish ideally, so right here. Skip that silk. And optimally, I get the camel. Star of the North. The tales of the ancient past live on in the imagination of Catherine's folk, filling their spirits through the long dark winters. The writer sets down their quote. This seems like such a late event this time. Why is it this late? I will take my codex. I feel like that usually happens much earlier, around the time that I research literacy. Writing. Okay, this one just happened to come in later. I wonder if it's a catch-up mechanism. And since I'm doing well, I get it later. Pure speculation. Okay, think I want to make that a city in 12 turns. When that grows. The forum, +1 culture and gold for every unique tradition in the government. Build barracks. Barracks wants to be near resources. This is the resource area. I think I should consider incorporating one of these two into my land. Probably the one that I think is better. Because I have the spare city. So this has a jade and it has a salt. So basically in terms of resources, there's no reason to have this city. But it's in tundra. Other option is Arna over here. This has the wine, it has the sheep, though they don't currently have a firm grasp of it. So it currently really has 0 resources. Still will eventually get a decent amount of land, enough. Probably should take this one just so I can secure this. This city does not look very good. No, it's actually pretty good. I think out of these two, I'll choose this one because I want to grow it in certain ways. Up left, really. So promote growth, incorporate. Here we promote growth. And I think I'm going to use... Oh! Oh! It got archers! Cool. I believe when I incorporate them, I don't get all of their units. But it seemed like a good deal to get one of these. Grab a spearman also. This is such a good use of influence.
He heard these horrors and his spirit.
Isabella has insane culture, probably because of this. Partly because of that. Okay, the place that I should build that's adjacent... Oh, that's such a good spot. So, we need to build a trash building here. So I can go here. Saw pit. Camps and woodcutters. I guess it's useful even if it only makes 2 production. And it moves a step, I guess. A lot of good buildings here. Choose garden. +7 garden. Yeah, fight, fight.
Let arms yield to the toga.
+1 production on urban districts in your capital. Seems good. Roman citizens gather in high spirits to celebrate the festival of Fors Fortuna. Wine flows liberally. Revelers drape themselves in flower garlands. Rome is guided by the Senate. Many voices are better than few, +1 cultural attribute point. The Senate knows the best. So we've been very unmilitaristic as Rome. Very happy, peaceful game. Do I want culture towards studying civic masteries? Eventually getting more culture. Or do I want this useless military stuff? The military stuff is super useful if I actually manage to take Parsa. But it's not going to come into play that soon, probably. Cultural attribute point. Back to the silly antiquity civic. Let's see how many wonders everyone's built. Two from Isabella. She's building the Nalanda. Hey, that building's super cool. Someone stop her. She's clearly winning. Okay, actually a little bit jealous of Isabella here. Where was I? Right, I can see which wonders I may want to build. Terracotta. Colosseum. I'll build the terracotta, I guess. This is such a small wonder, an unimportant wonder. The mausoleum also seems pretty unimportant. This is actually, it's more of a, I get it for drills and I get the mausoleum for the +1 militaristic attribute point. And it's somewhat useful. It's so hard to find a moment to stop building wonders and buildings. The Colosseum, my specialty wonder. I get a bonus on building it. Happiness on quarters in this settlement must be placed adjacent to a district. The Great Stella. I mean, one of the win conditions is to build wonders in this one. I think I want to build at least 4, and then possibly 7. But if I want to build 4, I think I'll commit to it with the Great Stella. Awesome 9 monument here. So I should be trying to place this building, I think right here, next to this resource area, and this is probably going to be a resource area. Good spot for it. Only 5 turns. I'm very close to not wanting food, I think. 18 citizens, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are buildings. So 10 citizens, so I still think food is good. And then after this, there will be no more food, pretty much. +3 production. Useful. Monument is a super good building due to the bonus I have, +4. No, it's soon going to go down to +2 again. But I mean, it's still good, +2. But build the production buildings first. This gets it one closer to the wonder, which is probably useful. I think I want Xerxes to do well, because Isabella looks like she's doing pretty well. So, go Xerxes. Secretly cheering for you. Oh, I just got this city. How many does that count for me? Conquered settlements count as 2. Is this a conquered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No. Okay. Take a moment to look at this mess. So I want to get that sheep. I have a few farms, I have a plantation, so definitely get a granary built in that direction. This will probably eventually be a city. There's 2 fishing boats here. Quite a number of fishing boats, so probably overbuild one of the fishing boats. And then we want that sheep tile. What do you know? I even have one more to go. Four food spots, pretty good. And isn't this so cool? I get to start with an 11 town. Due to all the feeding I did to it. Or no, it's an 8 town. I just built 2 buildings. It's like a... I built 3 buildings. 2 buildings? 2 buildings. So it was a 9. I wonder why this one's smaller. Maybe it just doesn't have as much food. Okay, I need to remember that my capital is encouraged to build troops, but it is also encouraged to build wonders. I did not get the military from here, of course. That would be ridiculous.
When I was young, I thought
So many buildings to build. Which is all the reason to get these towns to cities as soon as I can. This has a red border on it. I think Arna becomes a city next. It cost the least, 301. Didn't expect Arna to be it. How many turns until population growth? 10.
Those who delight to attack and to display their valor and fealty should be formed in companies.
I guess that was one of the ones someone else had built. I need to pay attention to the ones that other people build. What is this? Yolanda.
May the might of the Lord cause no enemy to resist me, no enemy to follow me.
+2 happiness on quarters in this settlement. Alright, I guess I'll build it because I'm Rome. It's just built adjacent to a district. So this I've put useless buildings into. This I have one useless building on. Although that can be overbuilt. This has a very useful building. So I think here's good because it'll be connected to 2 spots. Yeah, seems good. Okay, so this now costs 335 to grow. This costs 301 to grow. So they're both basically equal. So I should grow whichever one has a higher production. This has 6 production. This has 11. I guess it's this one. Good amount of mines here. Find a bad spot. So these 2 spots are good. They're adjacent to 2 resources. These 2 spots are good. They're adjacent to 2 resources. Mountain. So over there. So in short, the bad spots are south. I think each silk provided 2.5 culture, which is... added together, 5 culture. It's an extra 1 science. Whoa! Isabella! Did you just take the cow? No, it's over here. This looks like Xerxes is being put under some serious pressure over here. This is only a one-on-one now.
When I was young,
Could Isabella be losing? No. Grab a codex. Even though the that's an example of a good choice. I mean, I found that they tend to be good choices, and that you can easily choose the wrong one. And I feel like that one I always choose, and it's like I'm getting the less reward, but I want the codex. Nice bath spot. Isabella has made peace with Xerxes. Okay, well. Wait, did this place just dropped to 6? Oh. Wait, did they actually lose population? I've been keeping an eye on this, so I know it was higher than 6. It's probably like 8. I wonder if they'll get their population back when they repair this. That's strange. It looks like they just got a population for repairing it, so I guess that's how it works for those guys. Maybe it's how it works for everyone and I just didn't notice. Oh, Tecumseh. You wound me. Clothes have been stolen. Ill health, sleep deprivation. Science. What a small choice. I think it's mainly for the follow-up. I should pay attention to what the follow-up is. It's been quite a journey, but we've reached our destination. This place uniquely gets the fish tile. Oh, that's wet, so that's a bonus. Oh, I get a unit. Oh, I just managed to get there before Xerxes did. Whoa! Xerxes is like, oh, I guess I better go somewhere else. Wait, Xerxes? Dude! Look at this, Xerxes! I should consider settling over here. This is some good land. It doesn't matter where I put the garden. Or does it? I can put a garden here, so I should work towards this tile. Bath. Coastal terrain. I should put the bath here as well. So I should work towards this tile. So this barracks should probably have been put here.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum, Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls, with it shall fall the world.
Glorious.
An army is a miniature of the society which produces it.
Just in time to build the mausoleum of Theodoric if I have it available. No? Did someone build that? Huh, surprising. I thought that would be available. The Great Colosseum is unveiled. Hold a staged battle event +2 combat. Chariot races. +2 combat strength. Oh yes, I definitely want to get this camel. There's no way that I can think of that can get me over there. That's not true. I can think of a way. But I want to. Brickyard Granary? Yeah, it seems fine. Just be... yeah, okay. And I don't want to overbuild this spot, because this spot actually is pretty good. Got your camel. Do I want to grab the camel now, or grab the other thing? The better tile. These yields, they're all so good. Oh, Colosseum. Did I plan this? I'm gonna say yes. I planned it. Each feast day, the old men gather in a circle near Catherine's palace and tell their tales. No mere stories, their recitations summon the values of generations. Meet all civilizations. Cultural attribute point versus archer. What do you know? I met all the cultures. Wow. Do I want +1 culture and settlements for each resource assigned to them? So that's basically plus per resource, or plus per great work. We have 4 great works, we have a lot of resources. Like 10. Or even more. Alright, great culture. I wonder if I click this, I should watch my science number if it'll also go up. 5264. Whoa! That went up by way more than I thought. Okay. Wait, 60... Did I also click something else? Catherine Opie. Isabella, Wonder Gate of all nations. Yeah, I would imagine that they will they'll get that fixed at some point or another, where it updates immediately instead of you have to refresh the refresh to see. Okay, so I think I place a relatively useless building here. Now the big question is, Bath Garden and Market want to go there. So I guess the answer is Market doesn't get to go there. Now Altar goes here. That's a good building to put there. Production buildings don't get destroyed, but Altar gets destroyed. Which is good.
Perfection is achieved.
You want it to be destroyed. The rising storm. The great civilizations of the world have risen, and in their rise others too ascend. Once metalworking, agriculture, and the growth of cities were limited to points on the landscape. Now these are commonplace in all but the remote corners of the world. Those one thought barbarians now lay equal claim to the mantle of civilization. Why are you ascendant? And we are not. New hostile independent powers are arriving. I faced this in the first one. It's exciting. Minus 10 gold for each city-state you are suzerain of. Minus 6 combat strength against independent powers. This doesn't look important, but it's kind of important. Plus 100% gold to maintain military units. Sorry, I have very few units right now. We're finally backfilling these resources. But maybe not even all of them yet. I still want food. Right. This is a pretty big city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But it's only at 10 population. Can still use some food. New citizen in 19 turns. 800 food. Maybe my idea of 12 population is too much. Maybe 10 population is more of the right number to start shifting away from food. Still figuring out the exact number that I want to go with. Arna probably wants this tile because it'll have less tiles than other people. Over here, finally time to grab the camel. It's a lot of production towards... I have plus a lot of combat strength. I really should make sure that I make use of my combat strength during this era for something against someone. So, I'm looking for my chance. +1 culture on cultured buildings, gain a codex. I do like codex. I think I'm still building stuff. Yep. This poor place still hasn't gotten a blacksmith. Ooh, secret place that actually has another resource. I built a megalith here. Bad spot for megalith. Really good spot for resource. Could be time to get specialists, because these tiles don't look that good. And I'm sure the capital reached the threshold. The high threshold I have on wanting to change to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 20 citizens, so it's at 11. That's actually... That doesn't seem that high, but it's lower than what I was looking for, but I think I should call it 10 or 11 that I swap over to not food. Where was I? So, this market that gives a lot of money. This amphitheater. Basilica Temple. Okay, specialist in library barracks. This is plus 1.5 plus 1.5. So plus 3, minus 2 food. Don't think it's right for that yet. There's probably a time to pivot to hammer production. That would be it. And then after that, you start getting specialists. Okay, I just slot in this capital wants to build units card. Oh, right. We've got barbarians now. None seem to have spawned near me. I mean, that's pretty close to me. Not a valid target for befriending. Looking at the progress. Wonders. Looks like I am on track to try to build 4 of them. Isabella leads in Wonders and Great Library.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
I wonder how... Anyways, I've got enough that I should... Wow, that's so cheap. That's definitely where I should be dumping my influence. Yeah, you want steal government secrets. I learned this from the Machiavelli game, but I guess I thought it was better since I was Machiavelli, but it's still good. The Machiavelli game is the one that ends up not getting uploaded to YouTube because it was before the specialist change. Oh, I thought this space was owned by me. I gave it to the other city. Oh, I gave it to the other city. Okay, that spot's still good. Navigable river. Yes, our useless saw pit goes here, so I can go up. Which one of those do I prefer? I think marginally this one. Very close.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Oh, that's right. You don't like those guys getting dispersed, do you? Oh wait, you do. I mean, I guess those are the bad evil ones. Could have actually done this in the other order, but... Fish. Into Neapolis. Steal those government secrets. Invest in the town's infrastructure or a local festival. Science.
Perfection is achieved, not when there is none.
Next up, math. Grants gain a unique diplomatic endeavor. +1 diplomatic attribute point, ageless. The amphitheater gives me plus 10 production towards wonders, so I guess amphitheater first, and then the other one. And I get a diplomatic point, so I guess I'll build it. The +1 culture for each adjacent happiness, +1 culture for each adjacent wonder, plus influence for culture and wonder. Yeah, looks like a good spot right here. That adds 2 gold. That adds 1 goldish. I'm stuck in SimCity Forever mode. Always build buildings. But one of the things I also have forgotten to feed these guys for a while. My poor city state, you're so hungry. Promote growth. That's clearly the spot for my Basilica Temple of Jupiter. Silly salt? I never make units.
After the assembly gathered, the elders gave their answer.
Grants a bonus to wonder construction. Just passive? No, that's interesting. Okay. Colossus. I know they built Nalanda already, so I guess I'll try to build Colossus. Complete the forum. Another forum. Xerxes built the Colossus. So I want to change my research. +4 resource capacity in the settlement. Angkor Wat. +1 specialist limited in the settlement. Meh on both. I think I've only built 3, so I want to select the single wonder that I know exists and that I want to build the most. So neither of those 3. I built this one already. The Oracle seems pretty late to build the Oracle. So maybe one that's gotten from research. Ah, Pyramid of the Sun. That'll be a good one. If I miss that one, do I have any fallbacks? Possibly not, but I should be one of the first to get the Pyramid of the Sun. So, for culture. I think I'll probably end up stealing entertainment. No, I'd steal public life. I should research public life so I can steal entertainment. Whoa, another one. Oh, this barbarian event though, which will intensify very soon. It's kind of good for me. In the chaos, I might be able to attack someone. Chaos. As Rome grows, so too does Roman identity. 100 culture, 200 happiness. 100 culture. Oh, there's a meal bell. Two-turn a meal bell, sure. Might as well. I wonder if there's... No, there's no way I ever get to 7 wonders. But I might go to 5, which is kind of a waste, but oh well. Okay, I should backfill megaliths near the end of the age. It is long past time to build a military and then take a stab at someone with it. I think we build a ton of Legion. Ironworking for the cooler Legion in a bit. Over here I'll get the... I didn't get the memo, I'm still constructing food. Definitely as the game comes to an end, the era comes to an end, you want to not get food. I get that, but I just can't resist. It might be time for a specialist. I'm surprised this only gets me +2. I have both the barracks and the blacksmith here. I guess normally you only get +1 hammer. That makes sense. So the +2 and the -2 cancel each other out. Okay, so the 2 happiness, 4. That's probably time. Alright, behold my first specialist.
Remain less interested in who we imagine ourselves to be. Even a great carpenter does not abandon his string.
Okay, I think I just got public life off of Isabella. And then I probably should be able to get entertainment off of Isabella. Neutral to unfriendly. Oh no, I haven't even stolen government secrets yet. Okay, so I leave entertainment to be there to be stolen. And then science-wise, I stole something. We stole the wheel. So the question would be, would she have navigation or military training or mastery of the wheel? Probably. She's had a science lead for a while. Steel. Stealing is by far the most efficient. Just comes with a diplomacy cost. I wasn't planning on attacking Isabella. But if she declares war on me, we might have to defend ourselves. Rumors and portents. In the spaces between, the steady growth of prosperity and population intensifies. The forests and deserts turn hungrily towards the great cities. So I am soon going to actually be maintaining military units, so let us... -1 happiness in all cities for each commander level. Ha! I have never fought. That's -1 in all cities. And... I guess we're at 86%. I'll take the 100% cost to maintain military, and I will soon have a military, and soon be ready for war. Alright, this is the time. This is the time to build it. There's no more time for delay. We need some siege. I haven't decided what the target is yet. There's very little time to do this. So I will get the culture, which will give +3 age progression. If I conquer one and I bring that one to the fold, I'll be here. Science, I should get 1 codex. Economic, I might make it all the way to the end. So the plan is to basically get 2, 2, 2, and 3. Nice, humble plan. Good baseline infrastructure. And I'm not impacted by Cham or Kutai. Or maybe there's something else that spawns. No barbarians for me, everyone settled in my in-between spots.
In the midst of the snow, the light of Goryeo hovers. An icy temple bell resounds echoes of the old kingdom.
So that's how they got the bell into the box. The time lapse. +4 happiness to any city. That isn't the capital. Any city need it? No. But reminds me that I can get another city. This is not as much of a town as I thought it was because it doesn't actually generate food. But it does generate science passively, so I don't mind it as a town. Arna, 469 to convert to city. The end is coming faster than I expected, possibly. Alright, next turn, I'm going to do the incorporate action. And then I'm only going to have, like, 4 turns to conquer someone? That doesn't seem very realistic. Well, it is doable if I target something easy. You're my ally. But you're easy. This one is also easy. If I were to get this, would I want the city? I kinda squeezed it. It could be a humble fishing village. Has a paradise in it, whatever that is. Persian unique improvement. +1/+1. Fish, fish, fish. Inque. Fish, fish, fish. So 6 fish tiles. The salt. This thing. It's an okay fishing village. Alright, I guess I can capture it. Okay, I think we're going to war against Xerxes. And I think I'm going to capture this useless city. It's an active convenience. Okay, Legion, Legion, Legion. There's too many Legion. Well, Ballista is all I need. That should be Ballista. Fortunately, since that city is so close to me, Ballista is good enough. Yeah, it's probably fine. Legion, Legion this. Okay, I like my end game plan here. There's no point to converting something to a city at the end. I should... Maybe I just save the money into the next era. That reminds me, does anyone know the amount of money you can hold in between each age? Like, surely it caps you at some amount. I don't know what that amount is, but sometimes I get capped by it. The salt reminds me that I should assign some salt. Let's see, that's flat. That is vegetated. So probably swap these two. And we'll just call that good. And I think I spend the rest of my time building megaliths. They're not that great when they're isolated like this, but they're still pretty decent. Which I guess is scary how strong a megalith is. So I had always planned on massing megaliths when we were getting near the end, because that is ageless and it'll carry over. Unlike anything else I could build.
God with skill.
I have still literacy. I'm going to promote growth, incorporate. That 6-turn countdown is about when I would expect the game to end. Hopefully I have timed it roughly right. So there will be no future civicing this time around. That's mostly because Isabella did really well. Migrant. Probably put these in something I want to be a city next time. Everyone's just completing the agendas here. A bit of a... Everyone's getting in there. Oh, Pyramid of the Sun. Oracle. Wait, can I possibly get 7? Is there a 7th wonder out there? Pyramid of the Sun, +2 culture on corridors in the settlement, ageless, must be placed on flat terrain next to a district. So whichever one of my cities has the most room, this is probably good in. I have a good amount of room here, although I've built all the wonders here already. This one does have the... There's also an oracle. Okay, so here... Pyramid of the Sun. Garden Market. Brickyard Altar. Monument. So this would basically benefit the Basilica Temple of Jupiter. some chance I build some here. Well, definitely, given there's a double here. That seems like a good spot. Seven turns. That means I'll try to finesse the timing on the victory to be in 7 turns. And I guess here I build the Oracle just because. No, I'll save it. We may or may not end up building it. Math 2 codices. Can I possibly get to the end in codices? 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I get more codice? Not there. There for 1 codex, what there for 1 codex. 2 codices. The stretch is pretty difficult. I don't see myself getting enough of those. So maybe this is good because it unlocks Among Us Maui. This seems like a really good pace. Game era is actually ending before I can even consider future tech at all. There's no farming to be had here. Feels like, I mean, it's quick, but if I was planning on around turn 95, turn 96, it's before the triple digits, which I feel like is fast. I get myself Basilica Temple before this ends, I guess, on this city. This is a wonder. Might be good to build Basilica and this next to the wonder. Or next to cultures. Where did I end up building the monument? Nowhere. Where would I build the monument? It would be near the mountain. Now, it would probably be next to this wonder. Possibly where the megalith is. Okay, so I think I'll decide on here. This city, I didn't build doubles on many places. Give it 1 turn for these guys to arrive. Oh, Isabella. Are you coming at me? Ambition finds a home in the hearts of the once scattered people of the places in between. A great scourge has amassed. The time has come. Kill or be killed, fight or perish. Let's see, did any spawn near me? Kutai, Cham, Pictish. I managed to dodge the worst of it. Actually, I managed to dodge all of it. -6 strength against independent powers. I'm going to be the suzerain of none. 75% golden food in towns with a specialization. No one is specialized. Let's change this one to -10 gold for suzerains. 10% progress until we flip the era. Do you have to point those towards me? Making me paranoid, making me build an archer. Oh, they're just escorting their settler, that's fine. Oh no. Where's my city banner? Alright, -1 happiness. I would have liked someone else to start us off, but I guess I can be the one to do it. Well, I think as soon as I start this off, I'll actually be able to kill this super fast, so I don't have to do it right away. In fact, to some extent, it's better if I do the buzzer beater. The idea, basically, is to only declare war just before I think the era ends. So any retaliation will disappear.
Ships at a distance.
World Wonder, Sanchi Stupa. We stole navigation. Definitely should have started this much faster. Constructing buildings or one more food plus. Food is still useful, gets these guys to be bigger next time. +3 combat strength for fortified districts. Training infantry grants culture. Not very impactful on everything else. The consuls have received word from a faraway backwater. They wish to send some of their civilians for training by the Roman Legion. Archers, 15% production on ranged units, 15% production towards legions. 33 gold. Somehow 33 gold is the right answer. Weird game over things. Okay, Cersei seems to be distracted by both of these. I think there might not be enough time to steal. That seemed like a small amount enough of influence that it'll carry over into the next era. How many turns do I have left on this? 2. Okay, I think I mistimed the era end a little bit, but not by too much. I grabbed that. I'm going to want to put these into cities. How do I get those extra good spots? It's probably by converting this to a city and then building a market. Do I have a market here? I don't. 1 resource. This is actually very specific. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I capture this and I make 1, so that's 1 out of 4. I make a market, that's 2 out of 4. I make another market. I make this a city and I make that a market, that's 4 out of 4. So I can get that if I do it exactly in that fashion. New citizen in 2 turns. Ooh. So I think... Oof, it's gonna be so close on quite a number of these goals. It's just at the end. That's just the right setup. Perfection. If only the eras were always this close. This tension is what makes a game good. Not being able to do everything. A tech that increases city resources by 1. That might be a good idea. That's a civic. Oh, is it this the one I'm researching now? Commerce? Oh, alright. So I'm actually plenty on that one then.
The dogs bark, but the caravan.
Also check if Monk's Mound can be built. Maybe not. They beat me on the wonders, kind of. Isabella now hostile. Get a specialist in here. It looks like everything else is pretty meh. That's not true though, because any rural spot I get is another megalith. That spot looks pretty good for more megaliths. Oh, the bulwark promotion for free. Nah, 0 turns takes too long. Nothing else matters though. The bulwark promotion, that might matter a little bit. Tiny bit. Okay, I should convert this to a city now. It occurs to me that I should try to build the... And is this the one I want to be the city? I think so, yes. Getting the city up is useful in order to build these ageless buildings. Oh man, they cost 8 and 10 time to do so. That's a lot of time. Didn't realize how bad the production was on this city. This is probably no. This is the spot where you would get the cool stuff. Wow, look at that 5 mountain adjacency. So you would definitely build the culture building here, so the temple should go here. So I need to build something here. And we're definitely out of time, so we gotta just buy it. Just need a few more turns before the era ends. So this is where I want the temple and the basilica to be built. Did I already grab this spot? Oh, I can't. We want production. Take a moment to look at everyone's age progress. Let's see. So if Xerxes builds a wonder of the ancient world that will advance by 3, hack 6. Okay. Great library. If Isabella gets 2, that's the end of it. Silk Road. This is what, 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's possible that it's possible I'll get a little bit more time. I play a dangerous game to stall. Now I kind of want to wait 6 turns for this to build Basilica.
It is easier to find men who will volunteer to...
One resource capacity in all cities. Glorious Sugunia. Okay, make sure not to over-assign and push the arrow over here. I only need 3 for +6 age progression, which I believe is the equivalent of like roughly 3%. So I think the most I can draw this out for is 5 turns. So I try to declare war in 3 turns. Take the city, get the points, build the Basilica, and we have as secure a foundation as possible.
There is geometry.
How many codexes am I at? Can we stall for codex? I have 8 codex. That's... If I grab this codex and that codex, it's only 6 turns. Wow, that lines up really well. Yeah, let's see if we can stall for codex. Also, I'm not completely sure, but I think if I build a legate, it will stick around for the next one. Not sure if they just give you the legate.
The warrior's blood flowed like water and gathered in pools.
We're dyeing the bricks in blood.
The unexamined life, even...
Every morning at the crack of dawn, a group of musicians performs the songs of the day in the market street. Their eagerness is unmatched, but some would dare say their musicianship needs work. The arts are for those who have talent. Even the unskilled should make happy noises. A nice little irrelevant one. The stall for future civic dream. I was wrong to do any specialist due to the megalith. I should definitely just build a megalith clump. Specialists don't go away, but megaliths also don't go away. And megaliths are really good at the start of an era. Okay, so ideally I stall 3 turns for navigation 2 to complete. I should declare war next turn. And everything will just happen in that time. Oh my god. Angkor, what? I didn't think about... Wait. I can build all sorts of cool wonders in this spot. What if I stall 5 more turns? I could get the 7 wonders. 2 wonders, huh? Why didn't I see any of these? 5 turns, 7 turns. There's no way I can stall 7 turns. Nah, just forget it, just forget it. That's not happening. It's only for 1 point anyways. Okay, we're almost at the next turn war declaration, which will match up with 3 turn navigation 2. It's time, Xerxes. Unfortunately, he's got a thumbs up on me. I wonder if I should ally Tecumseh first. You're allied with Isabella. Sure. Whoa. Rejected. Alright, war. Surprise. I feel like an AI. My grievances are too high. Look at this city you settled. Yeah, I've finished building everything. I guess I might as well build a fishing quay. No. In case I need the water towel for something. This is a trap. Catherine the Great has declared war on Xerxes. Oh, same turn. She might have done it before me and I didn't even notice. Great minds think alike, Catherine.
All the world's a stage.
This is actually a little shocking, but I don't think I'm gonna 3-turn it. I thought I would 3-turn it for sure with 2 siege and the big surround. Can we stall 6 turns for future Civic? No. Roman soldiers have earned many accolades and grow proud in their strides, apparently entitled to the city's choicest bits. Oh man, look at all this stuff that hasn't happened because I haven't done a single battle. Here, plus 16 science. Yeah, plus 16 culture. Future Civic Valley. Ah, we're at 100%. Wait. Wait, what? Alright. Good timing. Oh, I missed it by 1. It probably went over because she hit it. Oh no, I didn't get the Silk Roads. The cost of greed. This is the first time I've heard the sad music, but it's okay. The only point of the Era 1 is for a good, stable foundation city, empire, which I did. And who cares if you miss 1 point? We built more wonders. Okay, so the choices. We unlocked Ming because of Silk. Plus 50% science in the capital, minus 15 science per turn for each social policy, but not tradition slotted. My traditions don't really stand alone. Plus 100 gold when using the create a road action. Ming Great Wall. Norman. Land units receive movement. Land units adjacent to the coast, plus 5 combat strength. The White Tower. We played as Rome. The Shawnee. Built adjacent to navigable rivers, gain plus 2 food on river terrain. Civilian cities not built adjacent to navigable river receive minus 10% food. I don't believe I was next to very many of those at all. Spain, militaristic expansionist. Plus 15% gold towards converting a town to a city. Plus 30% distant lands. El Escorial. Last time I did Spain, but it wasn't the one that was the scrapped video. So we could do Spain. Okay, so this is clearly something you choose if you think your social policies are really good from the previous era. I don't think they're that good. But I also don't have to have that many social policies. They're not that important. And then I just get 50% science in the capital. And then I get the Ming Great Wall, which seems awesome. It would probably be better if I didn't build megaliths already. Strategic choice. Maybe I just build Norman. Diplomatic, militaristic. Seems solid enough. Norman, sure. Haven't tried this one out yet. The Normans strategically complement Catherine. Okay, game. I believe you.
The winds rise, and the Normans cross the channel of history to seize the world for themselves and hold nothing back.
Oh, Chad, I don't suppose you know how much money and influence you save in between each age, because I was considering saving up a good each game I consider saving up a good amount. Oh, we got someone who knows. Okay, so I have 812 and 365, which seem to be the amount that actually seems like more than the amount I ended at. Capped at 3,000 in for every era. Oh. 3,000 gold and 3,000 influence. The influence was surely less than 3,000. It is, of course, helpful to have more influence as you enter a new era because you get to do all the cool new stuff. What is Zhao? Did they last second settle something? Impressive steel. Maybe that's how we ended the era. Okay, so bygones are about to be bygones. Previous age. Previous age. That was a very impactful age rollover. He keeps Gordian. I was the one who wanted to take it and not get the repercussions, but that's the cost of playing it too close to the cup. Let me see what the Normans have. Consuetudines et justicie. This enjoys. It's a happiness building that's a fort. Bailey. +1 combat strength to the Chevalier for every tradition slotted in your government. To follow the Roman one. Common law. Mastery. Settlement limit. +2 culture for every tradition slotted into the government. Domesday book. Gold from farms doubled during a celebration. +4 culture in settlements not founded by you. Another settlement limit. So, lots of settlement limit. Currently 1 under. So we do have a coast-to-coast kind of setup. Can buy settlers out of here. Sokemons. It's time for the difficult decision of legacies. Oh, I thought it was gonna possibly be a tough red choice. Because I was gonna be like, do I take the +2 settlement limit? I don't get the chance since I didn't take the city. So militaristic or expansionist. Culture. Wonders you control get +1 culture and +1 happiness. That's definitely not worth it. I'll take one of those instead. I'll definitely just get economic points. And then I can grab 9 science, or I can get 2 scientific attribute points. Well, this is a surprisingly simple and mediocre spread of points. So the first question is, do I want expansionist or do I want military? I probably want expansionist, but I'll check. I did build a good amount of warehouse buildings, plus food at the beginning is good, +1 population in towns. That's always fun. So I think I'll go double expansionist. I will... Oh, I have a wild card. So 1 expansionist. Diplomatic versus cultural. I'm pretty sure I know it's cultural without looking, but I'll look. Diplomatic. Useless. Cultural, useful. Let me remind myself of what Catherine does. +2 culture per age on displayed great work, so I'm encouraged to... What was it this era? Relics. Do I not get the piety option? I thought that came with the second wonder set. Wonders you control. Where's my free piety? Alright, well, cultural or diplomatic, it is cultural. It is expansionist over militaristic. Was the piety one, like, all the way until the end? could have sworn that wasn't a Golden Age one. But first time for a while that I haven't begun with piety. It's a very good one to start with. Economic attribute points and +1 science for scientific attribute points, and then I guess we... Oh, did I already click this twice? I could grab diplomatic or expansionist. I'll grab expansionist. Oh yeah, very plain legacy planning. 8 points. As plain as it gets. Oh, I don't even get the 10% culture because I have no friends. Plus 10% culture in cities with at least 1 wonder. I can go here and here. +1 culture from specialists. That's 10%. +1 culture per age in towns. It's a small number. I think I will have like 3 towns. Age 2. 6. Plus 10% culture in cities with at least 1 wonder. These 2 cities have wonders, and they're clearly going to contribute most of the culture. This looks like 50-ish, so that's +5. It's kind of weak. I think I just want to go Alliance and this. The Alliance isn't here for a while, but someday I'll get an Alliance. %5 is already 5, and it'll just go up. Economic. Click. Not very tradey. Click. Expansionist. Food. Gain a population in towns. Everything gets to start off with +1. Scientific. This is the start of my scientific. Plus production towards buildings. I do love my buildings. Okay, and not to get too far into Era 2, we've just pretty much set up the end of Era 1. So we enter Era 2 with the most cities on the continent, with a solid set of 4 cities here, but there's a few cities in between us. No piety to start with. I'm guessing you need to build 7 wonders to get that one. So we should probably start by getting piety. So I won't get a 6-turn head start on getting the temple set up. But it's off to the new world. And off to converting some people. If I don't get to the temple thing first. Oh, and I could just buy a temple, and that'll catch me up. I think in the past I haven't done the purchase a temple the moment I have piety thing. But yeah, my position is solid. We got a lot of hate by Isabella at the end. I think we tanked our relationship. It was strong, but I decided to steal a bunch of techs, and it didn't really pay off, honestly. Because I don't think I got anything out of it. It would have paid off if I got a few extra turns, though. In terms of timing, at least I got Segunia in the Empire. Oh, my cog is totally stuck here. It's kind of annoying the settlers I build will have a little bit of a trek. But that's where we are at the end of Era 1. It's a very peaceful and fair Era 1. Which should set up the next eras to be challenging but doable. To the next!